Hey, it's Anna and Bren, and today we're headed to Devil's Lake State Park, one of Wisconsin's crown jewels. Famous for its massive quartzite bluffs, deep lake, and unique rock formations, this park draws hikers, climbers, and nature lovers from all over. And it's not just the scenery that's impressive. Devil's Lake has a fascinating history. The park was established in 1919 and expanded through the 1920s and 30s, and much of the trail system you see today was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. The CCC was a group of young men hired during the Great Depression. They moved massive boulders by hand to carve stone steps and trails. No explosives, no machinery, just sweat, determination, and grit. So every stone step, every carefully placed boulder on the trails we're about to hike, someone literally moved that by hand nearly a century ago. Makes our uphill huffing feel a little lighter, doesn't it? And that's what makes Devil's Lake so special. Breathtaking natural beauty, historic craftsmanship, and trails that suit everyone from casual walkers to seasoned hikers. And today, we're taking you on a loop of some of the park's highlights. Balanced Rock, a short stretch of the Ice Age Trail, Devil's Doorway, East Bluff, and down the CCC Trail. Oh, and don't forget the Grottos.
Before hitting the trail, always check the weather. For this trip, it was a sunny but brisk fall day, so I wore a light base layer paired with a fleece mid layer, and packed a shell in case the cold wind became an issue. The Balanced Rock Trail and the CCC Trail consist of heavily traveled polished baraboo quartzite. With that being said, it is important to wear proper footwear. For shorter, steep, slick rock sections like this, I chose the Saliwa, however you pronounce that, Saliwa Wildfire 2 approach shoes. They're designed to grip the rock better than a traditional hiking boot or trail runner. The last thing you want here is to slip on the rock and take a nasty fall that can easily lead to a probably pretty serious head injury. For longer multi-day hikes, I enjoy wearing trail runners, and I always wear merino wool socks. Never wear cotton socks. In addition to the proper footwear, it's wise to bring along trekking poles to save your knees and help with balance during the descent. We used my Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Z trekking poles. These trekking poles are made of carbon fiber to save on weight. They pack down small for ease of carry, and the carbide tips are designed to dig into the rock to reduce slipping. For this short hike, I carried a small day pack with the essentials that never leave my pack, in addition to 2 liters of water and a light snack.
Alright, now you know all about the gear. First stop, Balanced Rock. It's a short but steep trail. The steps may look daunting, but it's really not that bad of a climb, and it'll take you up the south face of the East Bluff. Balanced Rock itself is about 2/3 of the way up, a massive quartzite boulder that's been perched there for centuries. Great spot for photos, and perfect for a pause to admire the lake below, and maybe a quick snack. Even Egon appreciates a solid view. He's relaxed, calm, and ready for the hike. Nothing phases him in his nature Uber. From Balanced Rock, we connected onto the Ice Age Trail. This trail follows the edge of the bluff and is part of a 1,200-mile-long trail system that traces the last glacial period in Wisconsin. Super cool. It's a short stretch for today, but you can get some gorgeous ridgeline views. The lake glimmers below, and the surrounding bluffs are just stunning. It's a nice little warm-up for the Devil's Doorway, and Egon is the definition of chill.
Pack my bags, hit the open road. 1,000 miles to go. No plan, just the wind in my hair. I'm chasing dreams, I don't care where. Every sunrise, a brand new start. A different place to leave my heart. The world's a map, I'm drawing lines. With every step I feel alive. I'm wandering free, no ties to bind. The road ahead.
So Devil's Doorway is a small little trail off of the Ice Age section, and it's totally worth the view. The path drops down into stone steps and has a few narrow ledges. Not dangerous if you're paying attention, but it gives you that classic Devil's Lake cliff vibe. The formation itself is iconic. 2 massive quartzite pillars creating a natural arch, a must-see for visitors. Egon's chill approval. He's clearly taking it all in. No rush, no fuss, just enjoying the ride. After the doorway, we follow the East Bluff Trail. This part is easier to walk and really lets you take in the park. Wide trail, smooth footing, and several lookouts. You get a mix of forest and bluff views, plus glimpses of the lake below. This is when you can really appreciate how Devil's Lake State Park balances hiking challenge with accessibility. You can explore the cliffs, but also take it easy if you want. After the short hike on the East Bluff Trail, you're going to connect to the CCC. You will go down the steep steps here. This is where the trekking poles come in handy, and definitely having the proper footwear. And it's crazy to think that all these rocks were moved by hand, without machinery or explosive. This trail showcases some serious craftsmanship, and it's fun to descend after climbing earlier. And you can see why these trails are so popular. Scenic, historic, and accessible. Well, maybe it's not so much the steep step parts, but you know what I mean. So finally, we wrap up on the Grottos Trail. It's easy and flat at the base of the bluff. And the coolest part? Actual grottos. Natural cold air sinks where the air flows out from under the rocks. It's like walking through a natural air conditioner. I almost wanted to put it on my shell just for this part. Shady, peaceful, and great for finishing up the loop. Even Egon got to stretch his legs a little bit and explore, taking it all in. And that's our Devil's Lake adventure. Balanced rock, Ice Age Trail, Devil's Doorway, East Bluff, and downhill CCC Trail. Oh, and the Grottos. This short hike was packed with scenery, history, and variety. Plus, even Egon got to enjoy it. What are you doing?
It's really slippery.
If you enjoyed our adventure at Devil's Lake, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again for watching.